Hey guys, welcome to the next edition of the Welsh Pantheon. Today we are doing Goddess Cerridwen. I'm sorry if I mispronounced her name. She is called Queen of the Witches. She is a very powerful goddess with the witches. Since she is Queen of the Witches, she is very widely known. A lot of people work with her, but she is also she would be the Greek aspect of Hecate, which is another Queen of the Witches in the Greek. So she would kind of be like the Welsh one of the Greeks. I found a perfect song for her. She has her own music again called Hecate Cerridwyn, and that is always to be listed in the descriptions and also at the ending credits. So anyhow, I hope you enjoy this, and let's start with 4 titles, alternative names and spellings and symbols. You enjoyed her music Grail. It's kind of dark, which actually fits her. The thing about the darkness, they call her the Dark Mother. People misunderstand that as, you know, I mean, sure, death and stuff, but death's a part of life. And like I always said, like, just because she's a Dark Mother means that maybe she works more with the deceased and stuff that people would think that's more darkage, but it's not. But it's just a way of saying it. Well, anyhow, I'm rambling a little bit. Let's start with what she's a goddess of. She is a goddess of many things. At least 12 things here. She is goddess of death, fertility, reincarnation, inspiration, magic, astrology, herbs, science, poetry, spells, knowledge, and dark prophecy. Now right there on, let's discuss some of these. On dark prophecy, people think, may not know what that means. Dark prophecy is basically, she's the prophet of death, basically is what that means. Like, she can tell you when your time's up. She's kind of in charge, since she is the crone of the triple goddesses in the Welsh Pantheon. she's also in charge of the timeline of your death. So she's kind of, you know, the last step before death, which all the crones that you will see in the pantheons that I will be doing, all basically known as the dark, because it's the last time before people die. And we said that she is goddess of death, which isn't a bad thing. Fertility, it's very good for women if you want to use her. Even men can use her. It doesn't necessarily mean men. I mean women. Men can use her as well. Reincarnation, which is a good one, that a lot of pagans believe in reincarnation. Inspiration, she's really good for inspiration if you need an idea on something. Like in the Greek, you hear about the, can't think of them off the top of my head, but they come and give you inspiration. There's certain ones, I think there's like 12 of them. But she's basically helps with inspiration of if you have an idea for a book or something like that, or computer stuff, anything to give you inspiration on doing so. Magic and spells that we talked about. That's why she's called Queen of the Witches, because we want to use her a lot for rituals and magic and stuff. Because if you really want your spell to have an extra kick, you want to call on Cerridwen to help you. Astrology, that's really cool. I hope you like the picture of that. Orbs, it's pretty self-explanatory. Science, which that interested me when I researched that. Poetry, like I said, and knowledge. She's very good for knowledge. Like if you're in college and you're in a study for a test, or you're still in high school or school of some sort, you can call on her for some extra knowledge and she will help you. And actually doing this again, I feel like I'm doing it the same one over again, but I haven't done her, but I did do Hecate. And she is so similar to Hecate in so many ways, if you go back and watch that. Anyhow, let's continue. The sacred animals is the white pig, the crow, I'm sorry, cow. And her sacred color is green, which would be what she is, you know, green makes sense. Her element is earth, and that's why I said that, because green and earth, you know. The best Sabbath to work with her on would be Mbok. Her associated planet would be the moon. And if you think about that, that makes a lot of sense, her being the crone. And if you look in her pictures, she always has a cauldron, and also if you look on her, she has a half moon symbol that she always is on. What's interesting about her is that, also another interesting fact, is that she is the crone, but she mainly shows to people as the crone, as like an old hag. But she can also show to people as a very beautiful woman, since she is a crone, that she can choose the aspect to look like a maiden or a mother, as well as a crone. So, in the picture, she is very beautiful for being the crone. If you would look at her pictures too, you would think that it would be gray would be her color, but it's actually not. Anyhow, let's get going again. Her representation is the cauldron. And if we remember later on, early on in the series when I did the gods, Cerridwen came up a lot. Maybe that's also why I feel deja vu, of the cauldron of life that a lot of people are after. Cauldron of knowledge, I mean. She's very popular again in a lot of the Welsh stories. Her herbs and incense is this one, I can't pronounce it. and an acorn. She had no mother or father, based on the fact that she is the crone, which would mean that she is the oldest goddess of the Welsh. She would be on one of the top goddesses that she was self-created. She was wife and lover of the giant Tegid. I'll put it below. He was a minor lake god. But I could not find any good pictures of him, so I apologize if the picture is a little messed up. And she had 3 children. I will list them here as they go across the screen with the picture of the Welsh flag. Because for some reason I could not find her children for the life of me. She had 2 ugly boys by the name of, can't pronounce it. Well, anyhow, she had 2 ugly boys and 1 beautiful daughter. And they're not really mentioned a lot that I can read about. I mean, they are part of her life, but they didn't really accomplish much. Like a lot of the other goddesses that had children, they became a goddess herself, or a god. Since her husband was a minor god, now I'm just guessing, and she was a major goddess, they might have just been minors. So it's hard to get minor gods on here to find the pictures of, I mean. Well, anyhow, that's it for Goddess Cerridwen, and I am sorry it took so long. She's just such a fascinating goddess to me, and she has a lot to offer and a lot of info on her. So anyhow, the next goddess will be Goddess Dawn, Mother of the Gods. So I hope you enjoyed this series, and may the God and goddesses bless you all. Bye.